Hi everybody, I'm Jack, and this is Raw Tropical Living. Thanks for joining me today. Well, I'm shooting this video on Halloween, October 31st, and it's just really dawning on me like we got 2 months left in this year. Where does the time go? For y'all younger people, I'm going to sound like your parents because this is what my parents always told me. Don't wish that time away because it will start going faster and faster and faster. I swear, man, you get up there in age a little bit and that time just like accelerates. Anyhow, I was thinking about this topic. I think about this topic quite often, and this can be relevant, and people can get something from this, whether you know anything about the raw vegan lifestyle, because I get different perceptions depending on different people's understanding of this lifestyle, and obviously the most confused is from the people that don't even do this lifestyle. But I get this from people that are doing this sometime too, that you would think that would understand it a little bit more, but they don't quite kind of get the whole process of this raw vegan thing, of just eating a plant-based diet, of cleaning up what you eat and eating simply what we were more or less designed to eat, and that was plants, fruits and plants. I hear it all the time from my friends that that are still eating a standard American diet. The big famous one is like, oh, well, I couldn't give up my fill in the blank a lot of times. And I couldn't give up my meat. Oh, I can't give up my cheese. I can't give up this or that. Or people that don't know me or that knew me back when I, used to live like the old way I used to live. They're just like, well, I could never do that. I don't know how you do that. And I think what they don't understand is that it didn't just happen overnight. And also too, like sometimes, depending on people that know my story, that knew me from before, I don't know. I just guess what I'm saying is like, I find it funny sometimes, like people act like their circumstances are special, or their circumstances are different. For some reason, they have some special requirement for the meat, or some special taste for the meat or the cheese or the whatever it is. And I'm like, if it's people that knew me, I'm like, do you know me? Do you remember me? Do you think like I was just born into this? I didn't come from hippie parents that raised me eating, tofu and vegetables and fruit. I'm like, you remember me. You sat in a sports bar with me 6 years ago as I was down in chicken wings and as much beer as I could put into me. So, I'm coming from way over on the other side. I'm coming from 30-year drunk. I'm coming from somebody that smoked barbecue. I'm coming from somebody that loved his chicken wings. I ate a lot of animal products, and I ate a lot of garbage in my life. So it's not like I was some sort of clean being that I just took to this lifestyle because I was somehow special. I tell people that all the time, even people that are doing this raw vegan thing. I try to stress all the time that, and I'm not being necessarily self-deprecating, and I'm not having low self-esteem, but I'm nothing special at all. It's like I always talk about. It was a process. Even other raw vegans, a lot of people will tell me sometime, and there's people that have been doing this thing sometimes. There's people that I don't always say this to them. In fact, I normally don't say this to them, but when they're kind of giving me some props or looking up to me or saying, oh, I wish I could do this, I'm like, well, God, you've been doing this as long as me, or you've been doing this, or like, I would think that you probably come from a background to where this would be a lifestyle that was more conducive for you than it would be for me. And what they don't realize is it all goes back to people want things quick. They just want them to happen overnight. They don't realize that where I am now was a process. I wasn't here a year ago. I wasn't here 6 months ago. I wasn't here 2 years ago. It's slowly moving along, and it slowly changes. It changes your taste, your appetite, what your just body craves on a physical level, as far as like its feeling, to give it energy, to get it going, to make it feel better. No, 4 years ago, I wouldn't have been satisfied eating like I am now. 4 years ago, when I was just into this, I was probably 4 years ago. I'm about 4.5 years in, so I was, or actually I'm about 4 years and 3 months or so, but anyhow, 4 years ago was a totally different reality. I was still learning this lifestyle. I was still adjusting to this lifestyle. My body was still processing this lifestyle. So a lot of the stuff, like when people go, oh, wow, you really are, or like when somebody even looks at it and sees what I do or sees what I eat video and says, oh, that's extreme. Well, I've slowly worked towards that, and my taste have changed towards that. And that's what I crave. I think the perception with a lot of people, a lot of my friends that don't do this lifestyle, I think they have the perception, because of past and because of just society and how we normally do things, of diets and health regimens in the past. And I think a lot of my people think that I kind of suffer through this lifestyle, or I have the discipline, or that I've found I can make myself do it. But nothing could be further from the truth. I mean, I was sitting around yesterday, and I did, I don't know when they come out. I don't know if this will be the day after, but I did a what I eat video yesterday. And as I was having each meal, I was like, wow, this is not even that green smoothie, which is kind of really extreme to people that don't do this lifestyle. A green smoothie that is just like green, looks like sludge, with bananas, kale, spirulina, all that stuff, cacao, that stuff in it, which even 2 years ago I liked, but it was kind of like I was doing it for the health aspect. And I'm like, okay, I know this is good for me. Now that smoothie has actually become one of my favorite smoothies. I enjoy that smoothie. That's almost like, if I can relate to somebody out there, that's like going out for an ice cream treat, or that's like going out for something you really, really like. It's not like I'm drinking a green smoothie. Ooh, okay, this is good for me and I can get it down and I can tolerate it. No, I love this green smoothie. My mangoes. I know I harp on about mangoes all the time, and probably some people stumble across here. And I can understand the perception. Man, if I'd have seen videos like this, or if I'd have seen stuff about this lifestyle back when I was in the midst of eating barbecue and drinking beer or whatever, I would think it was nuts too. You got to feel it to know it. But your taste change when you get your tastes are masked like wearing a mask. It's like you've become, they've been so corrupted through time and through all the processed food, the additives, the garbage that's added to food. It's like drugs. It's like the same as cigarettes. It's like the stuff that they put in cigarettes. It's not actually the nicotine and the tobacco, although they're not good for you, that really gets you and is the foul stuff. The foul stuff is all the stuff that they put in there which addicts you, which grabs you. And a lot of the food is the same. They're, the preservatives, but even like stuff that we use, the salts, the condiments, we've forgotten how to taste our food. We had forgotten how to taste our food. So 4 years ago, just eating a mango was like, it was okay. I enjoyed it, but it was like not that big of a deal. As my palate has cleansed, as my body has cleansed, it's kind of become a double craving. My body, my tongue, my taste buds crave that good sugar. They crave the good stuff. They crave the simple. They don't need all those things put in to cover up and fool my tongue, like the salts, the oils, the processed, all the additives and stuff they put in there. I can appreciate that now. And I'm sure I might even get to a point of even further purity. And it's not a matter of me just trying to, I always said from the beginning of this, I kind of said, okay, I'm going to try to stay away from that whole concept, because you see the people that kind of go a little bit overboard, and it's always about rising up a level. Okay, I go to a next step of purity, a next step of purity. Well, I'm just happy eating a very clean, plant-based diet. I don't need to always kind of be going to some next level. But I found my zen, I found where I feel good, and I enjoy my food every day. So, when people are asking you about that, don't, show them your joy, show them how you're thriving on this lifestyle. Don't just show them somebody that's soldiering through, that's getting it done. Learn how to do this lifestyle effortlessly, and people might catch on to that. But yeah, just wanted to explain that a little bit to everybody from the whole spectrum of people that might stumble across a video like this and just be eating the standard American diet, to people that are, doing the raw vegan thing, but maybe aren't, are a little bit on shaky ground, or they're not as far along on their journey, that don't quite get that you can just enjoy those simple tastes. I mean, I have people ask me, stuff all the time with their recipes, and I'm like, well, I don't know what you're putting in that. Just because I don't need all that stuff. I don't need all that stuff to stimulate me. Now, do I have no, I do like stuff. I still use a little sea salt from time to time. I like flavors. I'll use my cacao. I use different things. I use flavorings. I use things I probably shouldn't. But for the most part, my tastes are getting cleaner and cleaner. The body's getting cleaner and cleaner. So, it's not that big of a thing. It is always about that process, and it is always, I will just cram it in there again, it's always about slowly moving forward, slowly putting more good things in your body, slowly taking those substances that addict you and want you to have them more out of your body. But anyhow, just my 2 cents worth. Hope you guys like this one. If you like it, give me a thumbs up. Please hit that subscribe button if you want to see more videos like this, and I hope you're having a great day. See you guys. Peace.